Now on Channel 5, time for a quick roundup of all your latest headlines this Tuesday lunchtime in 5 News.
Hello, this is 5 News. I'm Gemma Morris. The NHS has been heavily criticised for failing to tell a mother a paramedic was struck off for medical misconduct following the death of her daughter. Isabel Eason suffered an asthma attack at her home in South Yorkshire, but the paramedic refused to take her to hospital, saying nothing could be done to save her life. 5 News found his negligence was hidden from the family for 3.5 years. Gerard Tubb reports.
7-year-old Isabel Eason on holiday in the sun with her grandparents.
Is it cold? No. Hey?
A few months after this was filmed, Isabel had an asthma attack at the family home near Doncaster. Her mother, Lorna, dialed 999 and with the help of the operator, started mouth-to-mouth resuscitation.
She collapsed, started doing CPR, and then the police came. Maybe a minute later, a paramedic turned up. He set some monitoring things up on her. And then a few minutes later, he just pronounced her dead. He said there was nothing he could do.
Isabel was buried here at Thorne Cemetery 3.5 years ago. And for all of that time, the NHS has kept a secret. The Yorkshire Ambulance Service knew their paramedic was wrong to have given up on Isabel. She only had a slim chance, but if she'd been taken to hospital, she might have lived. The paramedic was found guilty of misconduct and struck off by the Health Professions Council, but no one told Isabel's family.
In an online tribute written at the time, Lorna worried that Isabel might have died because she didn't know how to do emergency first aid. "If I did, maybe things would have been different," she wrote. "She would be stood at the side of me instead of looking down." Now she knows there was no need to blame herself.
It's morally wrong, if nothing else. Absolutely terrible. They should have informed me. They should have informed the police, as far as I'm concerned. It's my child, it's not theirs. To them, she's just a piece of paperwork. They should inform relatives or something.
The Yorkshire Ambulance Service has continued the secrecy right up until this week, with Isabel's name removed from every public document about the case. They refused to discuss the anonymous dead girl. Isabel is the youngest victim found so far of secrecy surrounding negligence by paramedics. No one knows how many others there are. Gerard Tubb, 5 News, Thorne.
Well, the Yorkshire Ambulance Trust have released a statement following our investigation. They say there has been no policy of keeping information from the family, and we would be willing to meet with them to discuss any concerns they may have. The deal to sell the Olympic Stadium to West Ham United has collapsed. The stadium will now remain in public ownership after the games. It'll be leased out to tenants following a new tender process. And finally, a couple from Cambridgeshire have claimed Friday's Euro Millions jackpot. They're now £101 million richer after winning the UK's third biggest lottery prize ever. The pair were the only winners in Friday's draw, and they'll be named this afternoon. That's it from me. Sean's got the weather now, and Matt's here at 5. See you soon. Bye-bye.
Brighten up your day with Arm & Hammer toothpaste, sponsors of Channel 5 Weather.
Well, I was going to say it was a day of 2 halves today, but it's really a day of 3 halves. Not quite sure how that works, but basically, well, it's going to be quite wet over Northern Ireland, Northern England, North Wales and north of the Midlands. But for the south, it's going to be cloudy, but mainly dry and quite mild as well. Highs of 20 degrees in the southeast. Further north, it will be cooler, but more in the way of sunshine. Now, if we fast forward to tomorrow at midday, well, we'll see pulses of rain moving southeastwards, but it will become quite light and quite patchy. Generally staying quite mild in the south, Still cooler in the north, but Northern Ireland and Scotland certainly drier. Best of the sunshine over northern Scotland. And by Thursday, with high pressure building in the east, it will become a mild day across the country.
Brighten up your day with Arm & Hammer toothpaste. Sponsors of Channel 5 Weather.
I've been mega cruising, busting, grooving and dropping beats.
I can't find a hip-hop. I can't find a flip-flop.
I lost myself and found myself and got in touch with my feminine side.
Then you catch a look in the mirror and you think, oh God, I look like Justin Lee Collins.
I went to county fairs, avoided theme park scares and experienced alpine retreats.
I'd thoroughly recommend it.
I had primal screams, watery scenes and a high-speed husky ride. So let's break from reality. And in actuality, let me take you all away.
As I explore what we all adore, and that's the Great British Holiday.
Paul Merton's Adventures. Starts Wednesday, 19th of October on Channel 5.
Look, what's wrong with me?
Nothing.
Nothing? Nothing's wrong with me. Why am I locked up?
You killed the man in Mr. X.
From the creators of X-Men: The Last Stand comes a new breed of drama.
Take this ticket and eat it.
Alphas starts 10 o'clock next Tuesday, exclusive to 5 Star.
Now on Channel 5, here's a recipe from the Real Food Family Cook-Off.
Real Food Family Cook-Off, brought to you by Tesco.
Real Food Family Cook-Off is on the hunt for the best family of cooks in the country. Real people who love creating amazing home-cooked dishes.
We've challenged our contestants to come up with recipes from 8 mood food categories that reflect the way that we cook and eat each day. So here's one of the family favourites they created.
This is how you make my crispy chorizo wrap. First of all, you need to chop the onion, chop the pepper, get a frying pan on and get that onion and pepper in there and to saute. While that's cooking, you need to make the topping. We've got the 2 cheeses, the cheddar and the Leicester cheese. We've got the crisps and the breadcrumbs.
This is my favourite bit, squashing the crisps. I haven't eaten any. No, I've been very disciplined.
We chose this recipe for the family favourite category because in our house we love wraps and we love pizza, and the wrap is a combination of both. It's a pizza topping inside a wrap.
It's a posh wrap, that though, isn't it?
I know, yeah. Oh yeah, well, only the best. Only the best. Next, it'd be good to get the sausage in. Make sure the chorizo sausage is sliced thinly because the thinner it's sliced, the quicker it cooks and also the more flavour. And once that's cooked for a few minutes, we then want to put the chopped tinned cherry tomatoes in there and bring it onto a nice boil. Fab. This is under control. Okay, the grill's on, that's fab.
Right,
Grill's on. The grill's quite important. You need to preheat the grill, but make sure it's not too hot, otherwise your crispy topping will actually burn. Julia, she doing all right? Let's go. Then what you need to do with your filling is put about a spoonful on each half of the wrap and then fold it over. Sprinkle a bit of the crispy topping on each wrap and grill for about 4 to 5 minutes on a medium to high grill. This dish would be perfect for any occasion, really. It only takes 30 minutes. It's pretty yummy. Right, how's that doing? Good. 3 more minutes. You're on again, Rob. So that's how you make my crispy chorizo wrap.
And it really hits the spot with our tasting panel.
Really good, yeah. Peppers are really good in there. And I like the crisps on top.
And you can find out which family are the best home cooks in Britain and get inspired by some great recipes on Real Food Family Cook-Off.
Real Food Family Cook-Off,